So
Okay.
we're now
Uh,
live on YouTube. So welcome to season 7, Nick.
7. Jeez. I mean, who's counting anyways, but
I mean, somebody must be counting. Like
it's not
somebody
me.
must be counting, Nick.
It's not me, but that's not to say that it's wrong. I'm
And
glad.
I all I can say is that I'll look to see who all of our wonderful viewers are tonight. So
How many do we have right now?
let's see. I bet you scared them all away in the first 5 seconds.
That
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, we can see if there are any spam bots here tonight.
We certainly can. Well, how many do we have?
How many spam bots?
No, how many total?
Well, you know what? Who's counting?
Well, I'm not counting, but I want to know the number just
Like,
for my
but you
own
can
sake.
count, right, Nick? I hope.
To a limited number, yes.
Yeah, so we have two people here so far.
Okay, and that does not include either one of us.
Well, I mean, it might.
I'm not streaming
Now
it.
we're up to three,
Okay. Okay.
but we have a lot in the show tonight, Nick.
All right.
So let's see. I will tell you that I have brought a cooler with me today.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. So what's in
Well,
the
I don't know. It
cooler?
depends on what's in there. I
Yeah,
can't
what's
pass
in a
judgment
cooler
yet.
that I would have here is a, you know what this is, Nick?
I do. I do.
Oh, this is pretty good.
They always are. I mean, they hit the spot.
Yeah. So Jeff says, now, you know our friend Jeff, right?
I do.
Jeff Bezos,
Correct.
yeah, he has the podcast that's trying to get us off the air.
Well, Amazon is trying to compete with everything, so that does make some sense.
Yeah. You know what, Jeff? Jeff says, should I send a super chat? You know what, Jeff?
A what?
I would say you can send us a tip. We could use the money.
What's a super chat?
Well, have you heard of things like OnlyFans, Nick?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Like
Oh.
it's sort of people will pay you more to chat with you privately.
Oh, I may need to look into that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
never a bad time
Yeah,
to
so
have a
you're
little
gonna
side
look into
hustle.
OnlyFans, Nick, just to
No,
get
this
make
super
some money
chat.
with private chats.
No. Well, the super chat is what I want to know. I'm not familiar with this, so I need to definitely look into it.
That's what you want to look into, Nick.
Yeah, just for curiosity purposes.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
mean,
I'm going to do
I
anything
feel
with it.
like yeah, why not? I mean, everyone could use some extra money.
Of course.
Yeah. I feel like that's an easy way. Just chat with people, make some extra money. It can't be that difficult. A little web chat. It
Probably
can't
not,
be any
but
more
I'll.
difficult than this show.
Ooh, it's definitely not as difficult as this show.
Yeah. And this is a pretty difficult show.
I agree.
Not
Yeah.
just anyone could do this. I mean, we've been
No,
doing it for 7 seasons now, Nick.
I know it's been a good
Yeah,
run.
so I mean, like this is a record, it feels like.
I don't know. What's the comparison?
Oh, you know what? Jeff says send your wallet address and he'll tip you in crypto. You know what crypto is, Nick?
I do. Yes.
Right? What do you use?
What do you mean? What do I use?
Like, there's different types of crypto, right?
I'm aware.
Saying which one do you use? Like Jeff
Uh,
needs to know.
I'll separately message him on Super Chat.
And super chat.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Nick. Well, guess what, Nick?
I don't know what to guess.
Time to roll the credits, Nick.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, time to
yeah.
roll the credits.
How could I forget?
Yeah, how could you forget? And the struggle is real, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the AV team did a good job tonight.
I agree. These look great.
It's making me hungry already.
Well, you're already eating one.
I mean, like it is true. I
Yeah.
mean, I planned for this.
Hey, do you remember those popsicles? I don't. You can probably still get them somewhere now that had the double sticks.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm about to
You remember
fade
those?
away. Cause every time I wake up, I
That
feel like it's
wasn't good
another
enough for
day.
me,
Something's
Nick. My
going wrong with all the
popsicles had
chemicals
10
up in my
sticks in them.
brain. All of a sudden,
Well,
I'm looking
but
at
do
the
you?
앤드
same
나우 히어
way.
아유어
Gotta
모습
build
스
up on my
프로페서
thoughts
풍산
sitting
앤드
in
닉
the
하하하.
ashtray. I'm sorry.
But you
Well,
do.
Nick,
But you do remember the popsicles with the dual sticks, right?
I do remember that.
Now, when you used to have one of those, did you try to break the thing in half to see if it would break in half, like along the seam?
Eh, yeah.
See, I was horrible at that. I always tried to do it, but whenever I did it, it would never break clean.
Well, Nick, I have good news for you.
I could use some good news.
Yeah, it's time for creamsicle trivia.
Oh, yes. I was hoping there was going to be
Now,
trivia. I am I'm psyched
now,
for this.
if you get all 10 questions correct, I'll give you creamsicles for life.
Okay, so there's 10 questions. I have to get
Yep.
all of them,
Mhm.
and I get lifetime supply of creamsicles.
Yep, a lifetime supply.
Are there any lower tiers of prizes if I get less than 10?
Well, I mean, like, why are you trying to like not get 10, Nick?
I am trying, but I'm
Okay,
just
so let's
cupping
let's see if you
myself if
get
I fall
10 first.
short. Like if I get 5, can I get like once a month creamsicles, like a box of
Well, let's
creamsicles
see
once a
if you
month?
get question 1 correct first.
Okay.
Because if you don't get question 1 correct, it's over.
There's no more lifetime creamsicles, but I do
Yep.
want to know if I can get some lower quantity.
Well, don't lower your
It-
standards yet, Nick.
I'm not. I want the lifetime, but
Okay.
I want to know if there's a
So-
fallback plan.
Let's see here. So, question 1. Who is credited with inventing the creamsicle, and what year did this invention take place?
That sounds like 2 questions.
Well, you know what? That's why it's labeled a difficult trivia question, Nick.
Oh.
Oh, this is
Okay.
delicious.
Who invented creamsicles?
Who invented the creamsicle?
I don't know. I am gonna go out on a limb. Maybe not a limb, but I'm gonna say I think
Okay,
it
I'll
was.
take either his first or last name.
Oh, I was gonna say it was a female inventor.
Oh, see,
It seems
just
like
narrowed it
something.
down.
It seems like something a woman would have because
I just narrowed.
I
Well,
don't know. It just
but how
such
do
a
you
great
know that
invention.
how do you know that it wasn't really like a male who was like a like a male name, but a female creator?
Well,
Like
you did
maybe
this.
back in the day, like women couldn't be business people.
Well, you did just say he when you referenced the inventor.
Right. Based off of, yes. Now, Mike Pemberton says trivia, my money is on the creamsicle. So,
Wait, what
Nick,
does that mean?
that means like no one's expecting you to get it right. So you better guess
Oh,
carefully, Nick.
I'm not expecting
You
myself.
better show everyone up right now. So what is your final answer, Nick?
All right, I think the inventor is someone named David Jones, and it was in the year 1959.
So the only thing that you probably got right about the name David Jones is that it has an A and an O in the name.
Okay,
So not even close.
all right. Well, so
The
much for the life
person who
supply.
is credited with inventing the creamsicle is Frank Epperson.
Okay.
In 1905.
1905. All right.
What a
Oh,
time to be alive.
when did refrigeration
Oh, you know
become a
what,
real thing?
Nick?
That's
That's not the question.
I
So
know, but just curiosity's sake.
now here's your second place prize.
Okay.
So if you get the next 9 correct, then you will get creamsicles for a decade.
Okay.
All right. So question 2, Nick. What is the primary difference between a creamsicle and a dreamsicle? Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure this is an easy one, Nick. So try to get it right. The audience is on the edge of their seats.
Okay, I didn't realize there was a difference, but this
Oh
is gonna
no, that's the first
I
mistake right there.
okay, so here's gonna be my
I'm
here's
going to
my
need
guess though.
I'm just gonna need a drink now, Nick. So
I
what do I have here
feel
tonight? I have
hopefully creamsicle soju.
Citron.
Okay, I'll take
So
it.
that's pretty reasonable
Yeah,
to
I think that's the closest thing.
I mean that goes along with a creamsicle, I think.
Do
Nice and
you
refreshing.
do you think you could like dunk a creamsicle into some of that soju and have it be sort of a
Not
float?
yet. I have my DMZ glass.
Okay, yeah,
So
of course.
cheers to creamsicles and Frank Epperson,
Mm. And 1905 was the year?
1905.
Okay.
You won't
All right.
forget that date now, right, Nick?
No, not anymore.
So, what is the primary difference between a creamsicle and a dreamsicle?
Okay. I feel a creamsicle uses orange sherbet as the orange part, and the dreamsicle uses orange sorbet as the orange portion.
Not even close. Nice
No?
try.
Okay.
Yeah. A creamsicle has ice cream in the center with a fruit flavor ice coating, while a dreamsicle has a milk sherbet center. So, not even close. The
Hmm.
look on your face says it
I
all.
I don't even know what a milk sherbet center
Well, that's okay, Nick. So,
oh, all right
now
then.
we're
So
running
wait.
out of time,
What
Nick.
what what were you eating earlier? Was that a creamsicle or a dreamsicle?
Oh, it was a creamsicle.
Okay.
It was definitely a
All right.
creamsicle. So
Okay.
Mike Pemberton says creamsicle 2, Nick 0. And that's
Oh, I'm
about
playing
right.
against the creamsicles?
Well, I know against you. So now
Yeah, but
it's time for sudden death.
sudden death.
Yeah,
Jeez.
because
Okay. What?
you're answering the questions too slowly, Nick.
Okay. If I get this right, what do I get?
If you get this right, I will give you 1 creamsicle.
Okay.
I mean, at least that's something.
One like just one individual pop
Yeah,
or a
just
whole
1.
box or a one? Okay. All right.
Well, you know what? Uh, let's up it to a whole box.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 box.
All right.
All right. So, oh, you know what? I think you'll know this one, Nick. In what year did the creamsicle appear in the Smithsonian National Museum of American History as part of an exhibit celebrating American cultural icons?
Okay. So it
At
has to
least this
be
one you are alive for. I know you
well.
are not alive in 1905. I think
Oh,
Mike
I was
Pemberton may have been, but not you.
okay. All right. So we definitely know that the date for this is later than 1905 because
Yes,
you couldn't have the commemoration without the existence of the product.
that is correct, Nick. So I'll drink to
19
that.
19 1992.
Oh, so close. It was 2014.
Oh, geez. I mean, so it was out for over 100 years before it got its due recognition. That seems
Well,
like a
you
pretty
know
bad
what?
deal.
There were a lot of other things that had to be recognized first.
I don't know if I agree with that
Man,
priority
I
list.
would agree with that.
I don't know if I do. I mean, the
I agree with that.
creamsicles, that's a pretty high standard.
Uh Standards,
I
smanders.
don't know. Creamsicle holds quite a high esteem.
Well, that's okay, Nick. Well, I hope, audience, that you enjoyed the creamsicle trivia, and happy creamsicle day. And by the way, if you want an easy homemade creamsicle recipe, just take 1 cup of orange juice, 1 cup of vanilla ice cream, 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of honey or sugar, and popsicle molds, and then blend the orange juice, vanilla ice cream, milk, and sweetener until smooth. Pour the mixture into popsicle molds and then freeze for 4 to 6 hours.
That's not a creamsicle though if it doesn't
Easy
have the
enough,
vanilla.
Nick.
No. If it doesn't have the vanilla center with the orange on the exterior, that is not a creamsicle. If it's all blended and uniform, absolutely
You know
not a
what?
creamsicle.
All I can say is that's a homemade recipe.
It's a
You-
homemade something, but it is not a
Oh
creamsicle.
no, good enough.
No, absolutely not.
Good enough.
I
Because-
disagree 100%.
Well, that's why I buy them at the store, Nick.
Agree, yes, because it seems way
Yeah,
easier than trying to make it
I
at
agree.
home.
And you
So
know what
I am
it's
not
time for
following
now,
that
Nick?
recipe. A break.
Yeah, it's time for a break, Nick.
Okay.
And after the break, we have something brand new. At
Some
least
kind of game show.
well, I mean, like, maybe a game show that there's spinning a wheel.
I mean, it looks
sometime.
like it with a wheel spinning and
Yeah,
a money
wheel.
bag.
And there's a wheel. It's trivia time, Nick.
We just had trivia.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away.
Well, you know
'Cause every
what?
time
This
I
is a
wake
new
Are we doing
game
more?
on the show,
day,
Nick.
something's going wrong with the
Are we doing
day.
more trivia?
My brain
Yeah,
all of
but it's a
sudden, I
new
don't look
game
at anything
tonight.
the same
Okay,
way.
if the
Build up
prize
these
is not
thoughts
more
and
creamsicles, I'm not playing.
I'm sorry that I'm
Okay,
so
Nick.
inconvenient, okay. Just let me be
We'll
me
let
and I'll
you
stay out of
have
your
a
way. I can
chance
see the
at
way you
a
look at me is
lifetime
such a
supply
disgrace. I never
of
really
creamsicles
asked to be
again.
brought into this place. You wanna love me?
Okay, then we can play.
가 나오디오 아니오
Exactly,
프로에서 승천 엔드닉 하하하.
Exactly, Nick. Like, you need another chance, right? It's only fair.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. Like, I feel like, yeah, you need another chance.
Okay.
Why not?
What's the guideline this time?
You'll see.
Okay. When am I gonna see?
Well, all right. Remember, everyone, this is a brand new game. Uh-oh. I have no,
That's
I have no idea what's happening here.
I don't either. All right, there we go.
I feel like if this doesn't go well, then this might not go so well. So
Oh boy. Jeez.
I'm going to
This already
read,
sounds
I'm
bad.
going to read the trivia questions to you, but these are fill in the blank questions, like Maglibs. Do you know about Maglibs, Nick?
Yeah, I don't know if this makes it any better or worse.
Okay, so these are headlines. And I've taken out some of the words in the headlines, and you have to guess what the correct headline is by filling in the blanks.
Okay.
So, Detroit man arrested after trying to steal a blank well blank.
Detroit man arrested while trying to steal blank while blank.
Yes. That is
Wait.
correct.
Are these questions creamsicle related still?
No, these are
They're not-
headlines.
Okay, all right. All
Yep,
right.
they're definitely headlines.
Okay, but they are not creamsicle related, at least not universally.
Yeah,
Okay, so Detroit man arrested while stealing blank while blank.
blank, well, blank. Any
It was
guesses at all?
wait,
Now remember,
it was stealing blank,
stealing a blank.
a blank while blank. Okay.
Stealing a blank, well, blank.
All right, while stealing a Snickers bar while drunk.
Oh, you know what? So close. So there goes your second chance at lifetime creamsicles, Nick.
Of course.
Yep. A Detroit man was arrested after trying to steal a police car while drunk.
Okay. All right. Well, do I get something for having half of it?
No, but you get another chance.
Oh, all right. Well, if getting 50%
Yeah,
right buys
yeah.
me
So like,
another
we'll give you
question.
another chance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll let you
Hey, do we have any commentary in the
let's see. Let's
chats,
look at
or-
the commentary in the chat. Does anyone in the audience tonight have any comments? So on the next one, if anyone in the audience gets this correct, I will send you a DoorDash gift card so you can order your own creamsicle.
Ooh, that's a good prize.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good prize. So let's see. So let's we'll put the next one up on the screen, Nick, just to make it a little bit easier for you.
Okay.
So a Detroit blank shop offers free blank for a year to whoever steals its sign.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a second here for the audience to
So
submit.
yes, let's give the audience a second. So Jeff says to give you half a creamsicle after I eat the first half.
Wait, say that again?
I think that's a good prize, Jeff. I agree with you.
Wait,
Nick
wait,
only
wait.
deserves half a creamsicle.
I mean, I'll take any creamsicle at this point.
Yeah, so audience, you have 5 seconds left to guess. Okay, so you know what? Nick,
Yeah.
what's your guess?
Okay, let's see. Detroit something shop offers free something for a year to whoever steals its sign. Hmm.
Yeah, so what do you think, Nick? Remember, this is for a lifetime supply
Yep.
of creamsicles. There is one guess in the chat.
Okay, I have mine's ready.
Okay, what is your guess, Nick?
Well, are you waiting for any more from the chat?
Oh,
or are we
no,
done?
nope. Let's see if you get it right.
Okay. Detroit Sub Shop offers free pickles.
Not even close.
That's what it should have been. I would happily steal the sign at the
Yes,
sub
so
shop to get pickles
Mike
for a year.
Pemberton says Detroit Bicycle Shop offers free tires for a year. Well, you know what?
How much are you riding your bicycle that it needs new tires that often?
Well, I will actually drink to that.
Okay.
So cheers.
So did anybody get this right?
Nope.
Okay.
Detroit Pizza Shop offers free pizza for a year to whoever steals its sign.
Wait, which pizza place is this? I want to go steal a sign.
I will have to let you know after the show, Nick.
Why after? Why not now? It's public.
It's not in the show notes.
I don't care.
It's okay.
I want to know because I get a head start.
Eh, it's in Detroit. That's enough of a head start.
I mean, if you can
All right,
barely call it
here's
that.
the next one, Nick.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait. What is the prize situation now with the
So,
creamsicles?
you know what, Nick? I will give you the same second chance offers before, and that is a creamsicle a week for a year.
One creamsicle a week?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Honestly, that's probably all I would eat anyways.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, one a week for
Yeah,
for a
one a
year.
week for a year.
Okay.
All right, Nick, here is Detroit man buys blank at blank, turns out to be worth $100,000.
Okay.
And Jeff says the last question was a trick question because nobody refers to a pizza shop.
I don't know if I
I
agree
mean,
with
like
that.
well, if I would have had to fill it out myself, I would have said a Detroit pot shop offers free weed for a year.
You're stealing. Wow, jeez,
I mean, like that
that's a
seems
lot of
like
weed.
something Mark Saya might do. You know, you see it billboard
That's
all over now.
wow. I mean, I can only imagine how much
Hey,
free
Mark,
pot
come
that would
on the
be.
show and sponsor us.
Jeez, wow. Okay, Detroit man buy. Wait, are
You're
we?
using Mark Saya's collection billboards, right, Nick?
Yeah.
They're all over. So, Mark, we welcome you on the show anytime.
Are you doing an audience participation on this one, or can I go?
Well, the audience is allowed to answer at any time. So,
Well, I want to give the audience an opportunity.
Rachel is giving our show tonight 4 stars
Out of how many?
out of 4, Nick.
Oh, out of four. Okay.
Exactly, Nick. That's
How many
the
viewers?
highest honors.
How many viewers are there now?
6, Nick. We're up to
6.
6.
Okay.
People have missed you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can I go now?
Okay,
I'm
Nick,
ready.
go ahead.
Okay. Detroit man buys diamond ring at pawn shop.
That's not even close.
No.
Detroit man buys a painting at a yard sale.
Ooh. All right. That's
I
quite
want to
certain.
know what yard sale that was at.
I agree. I mean, I suppose I want to know like how far
I'll
after the
drink to
fact
that.
did the buyer realize it was worth 100,000?
You know what? Probably
Actually,
not.
here's what I also want to know is how much did the buyer spend to purchase the painting from the yard sale?
All I will say is it was probably a finger painting or something.
Well, regardless, if the buyer spent a lot of money, it may not be as impressive. I mean, I'm really exaggerating here, but let's say the guy bought it from the yard sale for $60,000. Yes, it's still a $40,000 profit, but you spent 60
Okay,
anyway,
Nick.
so
We're talking about pennies at this point. Pennies.
you don't know that.
Eh,
It's all
like
speculation.
I looked up the headline, so we're talking about pennies at this point.
Wait, what do you mean pennies?
Yeah, it wasn't very much, like 50 cents.
Oh, like the
Like
buyer
yard sale
spent-
prices. Have you been to a
okay.
yard sale?
Yes.
They don't charge very much usually.
Right.
So Mike Pemberton says the blank was Detroit man buys fake news at a yard sale. Well, that sounds like fake news, Mike. No one buys fake news.
No, I would never pay for that.
Yeah, I would never pay for fake news.
I mean, sometimes you get it for free, but I'm
Yeah,
not,
you can get fake news for free
Yeah,
on
I'm
this
not-
show.
definitely not buying it.
Yeah, fake news on this show.
Tons. That's all the show is.
Yeah. All right. So here's the next one, Nick.
Okay.
And this is for creamsicles for a month.
How many?
Like as many as you want in 1 month.
Unlimited for a month. Okay.
Yeah. Detroit residents organize world's largest blank parade.
I wish it was a creamsicle parade, but it's not.
No, it's not. So,
Yeah.
audience, do you have a guess? So let's give the audience a second, Nick, because I feel like they will have a super guess in the super chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have a super audience, Nick. So while we are waiting, we'll bring back a favorite audience segment, and that is me trying new foods, Nick.
Okay. Well,
I
hold
feel
on.
like the audience does appreciate a good taste test, right?
Wait, are we doing the question or what's? I don't understand what.
Oh, yes, but
What's
we're
that?
giving the audience time to think.
Oh, all right.
So, have you seen these new Sun-made farm stand reserve sea salt chocolate covered banana chips, Nick?
No, but I don't know if I like the. I'm not a big fan of chocolate covered fruit in general.
Well, let's see, but and these are it's an interesting way to get people to eat their fruits, right?
Yeah, but I mean, with all the other not so great parts of it, I don't know
I
if I
mean,
recommend that as being your primary mode of. Actually, so is it just like fried banana chips that have been chocolate
so
coated?
let's see.
Are they crunch? Like I want to know if they're crunchy.
Okay, so I will say that this is this is probably not very uh nutritious, but
Most things are not
it
when
does
they're
have
covered in chocolate.
0% cholesterol in it. So that's a good thing.
All right.
And it's fairly low in sodium, only 65 milligrams per serving.
Okay.
And it has iron and potassium in it.
Okay. So is the banana crunchy though?
This is horrible.
Is the banana crunch? Is it a banana chip inside?
This is absolutely horrible.
What is the
Oh.
texture of the banana itself?
Like, this is horrible. This is absolutely revolting.
I'll take your word for it. I didn't
Well-
have high confidence in that.
Let's see here. Like, let me try another one just to like verify. Oh, oh, no way.
Okay.
Do not get these.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good about him.
Like, if the look on my face says anything, do not get these.
That's
Personally, Nick,
no problem.
I would rather just have plain banana chips over this.
So
I do like
inside the
banana chips. I do
I
like
do too.
banana chips, but I do not like these.
Is the banana inside it? Is it actually a banana chip though?
Yes,
It is. Okay.
but like the chocolate coating gives it a spongy sort of texture.
Oh, so it's not really crispy anymore.
It was the whole chip was crispy, but you could taste the like a spongy part in the middle.
Ooh, that.
So it was
Oh.
crispy, like, but spongy at the same time.
Mm,
It was awful.
yeah, I'm not.
Awful. Do not get it.
I'm not really
This is
feeling
a
that.
0 out of 5.
0. Wow. That okay.
0.
Okay.
Horrible.
Wow.
This
That's.
is as bad as buying a Beanie Baby at a yard sale.
I mean, it depends on the price. That's not a universal bad idea.
I would rather buy a brand new Beanie Baby at a Rite Aid going out of business sale. At least I know it hasn't been in some kid's mouth at that point.
Okay, that's fair.
Or has it?
I think the probabilities are significantly less.
Okay, so what is your response to Detroit residents organized world's largest blank parade?
World's largest Ford Mustang parade.
Oh, so close, Nick. It's Detroit residents organized world's largest cornhole parade.
Ooh. Okay. I'm how would that go?
Well, you know what? I wasn't in charge of that parade. So
I know, but I want to know the logistics of it.
I mean that these I said these are headlines like these aren't the regular headlines for a reason, Nick.
What publication are you getting these? Are these from like the same newspaper
Most
or
of them are.
which one is that?
I'm not dissolving like my sources because then you might like look ahead for next week.
Oh, this is going to be a recurring exercise?
Yeah, well, it might be, but
Oh,
I
all
do
right.
like the new headline segment.
Okay.
But Nick, because we like want to give you a chance, we're going to have sudden death now.
Oh, okay. What do I get if I get this
And in
right?
sudden death, you can get, well, let's just go back to one creamsicle a week for a year.
Okay.
Like we'll give you another shot at that.
All right.
Audience, what do you think? Should we give Nick another shot? Yeah, I feel like the consensus is yes.
All right. Good enough.
All right, Nick. So this one is a headline from Korea.
Is it still fill in the blank?
Yes, Korean farmer grows world's largest blank, plans to enter it in Guinness World Records. So, audience, do you have a guess? Mike Pemberton says sudden death round sounds ominous. Message retracted. Doesn't sudden death usually mean there's a tie? Well, you know what, Jeff?
Yeah,
I'll
this
drink
is
to that.
not really the correct application for a sudden death stipulation
Well, you know what?
because I'm basically just playing against myself.
Well, let's see. Let's see if, while we're waiting for your guess, Nick, an audience, if you get this correct, then you will win the Uber Eats gift card this time. So you get a second chance to redeem yourself on these comments as well. So we also have the new sea salt cocoa and caramel dusted raisins.
I definitely don't need to eat those. I'm not a big raisins person overall, so covering them in chocolate is not going to do anything.
So you don't like Raisinets?
No,
What's your favorite movie snack, Nick?
probably Sour Patch Kids.
You don't like snow caps,
I do not. They're not my favorite, but I do like them.
but you like them better than Raisinets.
Oh yeah, I like every candy better than Raisinets.
I mean, I don't mind Raisinets.
I do.
I don't like the new yogurt cover or the white chocolate covered Raisinets, but Raisinets are okay.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not a big fan of raisins as a whole, so it doesn't really
Well,
matter what you cover the
I
raisins.
was I don't know if you can guess this, Nick, but I was a fairly picky kid growing up, and so my favorite fruits happened to be raisins and dried apricots.
Well, okay.
So like I mean like I at least like at least I did eat fruit, you know?
Yeah, I suppose better than nothing. I mean,
Yeah, better than no fruit. I also like apples.
dried apricots are probably not the best thing though,
But
because
blame that on my speech teacher, Mrs.
there's
Blythe.
there's so much sugar
Actually, I
added to
do like
those.
Mrs. Blythe. Like she's one of my favorite teachers.
Okay.
But like whenever we said a new word correctly, she gave us an apricot,
A dried one or a
Yeah.
fresh one?
a dried one.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting reward. But
I mean, that's better than giving a kid a donut, I guess.
yes, I agree with that.
All right, let's try this raisin.
That's not going to be good.
Oh, this is horrible.
As I said,
Oh, this is awful.
yeah. You knew
Well,
it.
Let
You
me
knew
try another one just to
it.
make
You
sure.
don't need to do that. It's already verified.
Oh, oh my. Oh, so you know what this tastes like? When you put it in your mouth, it tastes like you're eating a raisinette, and then all of a sudden it switches to a overpowering caramel taste in your mouth, and like that's a bit unsettling.
I like caramel and I like caramel and chocolate. I just don't like raisins enough.
No, but this is awful. Like
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I would rather just had a raisinette and it would cost less probably.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
But yeah, so Sunmaid, I'm giving you a thumbs down on this one.
I agree.
0 out of 5. I would give you a negative if I could.
Why not? Why not give it negative?
So Nick,
If you're
all
that
right,
offended,
let's hear the audience fill in the blanks first, and then
Okay.
we'll see what yours is.
all right.
Korean farmer grows world largest. Mike Pemberton says carrot, and Jeff said world's largest fortune cookie.
You can't grow a fortune cookie. It's a bakery. I don't.
Well, Nick, don't criticize the audience members. That's not nice. Like Jeff,
Not criticizing. I'm
listen
just
to
calling
Nick.
out an inaccuracy.
don't listen to Nick Jeff. Like, don't listen to his heckling. So, Nick, what is your guess?
My guess is world's largest zucchini.
Well, I'll drink to that. But you are still wrong, Nick.
Figures.
It was a cabbage.
Okay. Do you think that enormous cabbage makes good kimchi?
Well, why would he use it for kimchi?
I don't know. Well, once it gets measured for the Guinness book, I don't know. What do you do with it?
You know what you do with it? Well, by the time the Guinness book actually comes out, because they're probably so slow these days because everyone is understaffed, like the cabbage is probably rotten.
Well, but yes, by the time the book gets published, but you probably know well beforehand whether it's the record. Well, basically, once you measure it, it doesn't matter anymore. It's either going to break the record or it doesn't. You can do whatever you want with the cabbage.
What I probably would
the
do
weight's recorded.
is like somehow put it in some like preserving thing and like let people come visit it as a tourist attraction.
Put it in some kind of display and
Or you can do
allow spectators.
You can do what Jeff says and compress the cabbage into fortune cookie dough.
That doesn't sound like a very good fortune
I like
cookie.
that idea, Jeff.
I don't.
The cabbage flavored fortune cookies.
That might be as bad as those chocolate covered raisins.
It sounds terrific to me, Nick. You're just a little bit judgmental, I think.
That's fine. I am very judgmental about this. It sounds like an awful idea.
Well, you know what, Nick? That's okay. The struggle is real, Nick.
I can tell.
The struggle is real.
It certainly was. I saw it. I
Well,
watched.
yeah, but you know what, Nick? The AV team is doing their best.
As long as they're doing that much.
Yeah, Nick, and you know what? It's time for the last break of the night.
All right, I'm
I
ready.
mean, are you ready for it, Nick?
Yes.
I mean, I am too. Let's go.
You're not okay. And tell me what's wrong.
I can't
Why
wait,
you
Nick.
never said
Okay.
you felt that way.
I don't know what's going on here, but
Stay strong
Well, I
and
mean,
fake a
that's
smile
exactly what it
until
looks
I
like, Nick.
look away.
just a reporter standing in front of some building.
It's our breaking news.
Oh, okay.
It's the new breaking news segment.
Okay.
I mean, like, I can't tell you what news is breaking, but
Yeah, I'm about
Oh,
to
wait, we're not getting breaking news?
Time I wake up, I feel like
Well,
it's Monday.
there is
It's going
breaking
wrong,
news,
all the
Nick.
chemicals up in
okay.
my brain, all of a
yeah,
sudden
I mean,
don't
we'll
look at
tell you in
anything
a
the same
second
way.
here
Gotta
what the
Okay.
breaking
let my
news
thoughts
is.
All right.
sitting in
All
an
right.
ashtray.
Right,
I'm
I
sorry
just
that
have
I'm
to
so
And now here are your hosts.
Get ready
프로페서
for it.
칭찬 앤드닉 하하하.
I'm ready.
Mike
I
Pemberton,
am ready.
season 7 is shaping up to be the greatest season of all time. That's quite the compliment.
Well, it just shows that the show is getting better over time.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It's
that
evolving.
that's pretty good. Like, I do have one last snack of the night, Nick.
Okay. Hopefully this is
A brand new, and I opened them in advance to make
Wait,
sure
I can't-
that
I
it
can't
won't make as
see.
much
It's
noise.
not
but
centered
a
in the camera.
new
Honey barbecue. Oh, that
honey
looks good.
barbecue
All right.
toasted Ritz.
All right, these I feel good.
So you feel good about these, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so I poured a bowl of these for myself. I have not tried these in advance, but
All
just so that everyone can see these.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I have high confidence this time.
You have high confidence. Jeff asked, is the breaking news about Ragoon? The look on your face says it all, Nick.
It always does. Well,
So,
all right. I want to hear about these Ritz cracker chip things.
okay, so let's see. Let me try these. But after I give you the breaking news, Nick.
Okay.
The breaking news is I'm going to give you a third chance at getting creamsicles for life.
Okay. Thank you. Such
Yeah,
generosity.
So let's try this.
All right.
Mm. Eh.
You don't. You
Eh.
don't. You seem. It seems inconclusive right now.
Okay, so I will admit that I do not like regular Ritz chips.
Meaning plain ones.
Yes. But I do like Ritz crackers.
Okay.
But I do not like Ritz chips. Okay,
Okay.
so with that being said, I would rather have the barbecued flavored. Oh, what are they called? There are better barbecue flavored things than these.
Okay. Well, how are they overall though? Just
They're
as a
better
standalone.
than regular Ritz chips.
Okay, so give them a rating
4.5,
out of how many?
10.
Okay, so very, very middle, very mediocre.
Yeah, middle of the road, but
Okay.
like, but under 5 to warn people if you don't like Ritz chips, you're not gonna like these either.
What do you rate plain Ritz chips? then?
0.
0.
I do not like them.
Wow. Okay, so they're awful, is what you're saying.
Just give me the Ritz.
What do you rate a regular Ritz cracker?
8.
8. Okay.
I would rather have homemade crackers any day.
All right.
But how many people make homemade crackers these days, Nick?
Very, very, very
Yeah,
few.
exactly. But they are good.
I don't know if I've ever had a homemade cracker.
Oh my God. See, but if you haven't had a homemade cracker, you're missing out.
I probably am.
Crackers are very, very good.
Okay.
Rich, you're always going to be a preservative imitator.
Wait, what? That didn't make a ton of sense.
Well, okay, so here, let me just tell you that. Would you like to I'm going to clarify that statement by saying that Ritz crackers contain calcium phosphate, sodium phosphates, and other additives that may be of moderate or lower concern, as well as soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. So
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that Ritz crackers have preservatives in them.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's shocked to know that.
Well, I mean, just like that. Anyone in the audience shocked to hear that? Did I ruin your Ritz crackers experience for life?
I doubt it. You didn't ruin mine. I'm still gonna eat Ritz. I don't eat a lot of Ritz crackers, but
and Mike Pemberton
still
is
gonna eat 'em.
saying some fake news in the chat. He said I gave a 0 out of 5 to the barbecue Ritz crackers, but I'd like to remind our viewers, including Mike, that these were not barbecue Ritz crackers. They were Ritz toasted chips.
Is there such thing as barbecue Ritz crackers?
Well, I mean, if you make them homemade,
But
which I would consider doing,
okay, but store bought. Is there
No.
barbecue store bought?
No.
Okay, I didn't think
they
so.
don't make flavor Ritz crackers, but they do
Okay.
make different flavors of Ritz chips.
Right. Yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
I will say that these are a little thicker than the regular Ritz chips.
Is that good or
So
bad?
that's actually a bad thing because it's
Bad.
more crackery and less chip-like, which is why I didn't like them.
Okay. All right.
If you're gonna call it a toasted chip, it better be chippy.
It's fair.
Yes, so basically, Ritz toasted chips are a poison. I'll drink to that, Mike.
That's not totally off base.
All right, Nick. So here is your question for a lifetime supply of creamsicles.
Okay.
All right, so I. What is the longest running mathematical journal first published in 1869 and still active today?
Hmm.
All right, so if anyone in the chat knows this, I will give you 2 creamsicles. Only 2.
Okay.
But I'll have them shipped to you in dry ice even.
Oh, very good. Well, I
Yeah.
hope so, because if you don't ship them with dry ice,
Yeah.
then it's probably
Jeff
not going to
says,
creamsicle anymore.
I don't mind the preservatives. Give me all the preservatives, gluten, and MSG.
Okay.
All right, Jeff, just send us your address via super chat after the show, and I'll send you an envelope of MSG.
An envelope, not a bottle or
No, I'm just gonna pour it in an envelope like anthrax, Nick.
wow. Okay.
Yep, exactly like anthrax.
Okay, good.
Hey, speaking of like security concerns, Nick,
Yeah, I
did
was
you
gonna say
hear?
I hope the Department of Defense isn't listening in on this right now.
Well, did you hear that the TSA is going to start allowing up to 2 liters of liquids?
I did not. How are they going to administer this?
Oh,
Or
well,
do they just
through,
have better scanning
yeah,
abilities?
well, yes, through better
Okay,
scanners.
okay.
However, they don't expect every airport in the US to have these new scanners until 2040.
20. Oh, wow. All right. Well,
So, like, I mean, of course, like Detroit will probably be one of the first airports to get
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think if you live near a big hub airport, you're probably
But
looking at
of
sooner than
course, the
that.
issue is like getting it through security to fly back here when the other
Yeah,
airport won't have the new scanner.
right, right. I mean, you'll have to check that certainly before you travel.
I mean, like, I bet, like, especially for people like Mike Pemberton who fly to like Korea, Kentucky. Well, I mean,
Wow, I
Korea,
didn't know there
Kentucky
was
doesn't
a.
actually have an airport, but I mean, like, have you ever
Oh,
been to
okay, all
Korea,
right. Oh.
Kentucky, Nick?
No, no. Should I go?
Probably not. There's nothing there except
No.
they even
Okay, all right.
closed their post office, I think, in 1992.
Oh, wow, that's a long time ago.
So
All
I mean,
right.
that's how small of a town Korea, Kentucky is.
Okay.
Yep. So Nick,
All
what
right.
is your
Well,
answer? Now, let's get to the
I will
audience
not put it high on
answers
my
first.
list.
Jeff says Journal of Medicine. So Nick, what is your answer? And remember, this is your last chance.
Journal of what?
Journal of Medicine.
Wait,
So let's read the question
wait, wait.
again. So,
Well,
what is the longest running mathematical journal first published in 1869 and still active today? And Jeff said the Journal
wait,
of
did you say it's a
Medicine.
wait, did you say it's a mathematical journal or just a
Yes.
journal in general?
Nope, it's a
It is a
mathematical
mathematic.
journal. And Jeff said the Journal of Medicine.
Okay, all right. So I I thought there was a disconnect there, and all right, there is.
I hope that you can give a better guess than Jeff.
Okay.
Not that your guess wasn't valid, Jeff, but the Journal of Medicine is not a mathematical journal.
Okay. So my guess is the International Unified Journal of Mathematics.
Not even close.
No? Okay.
So that means no creamsicles for you, Nick.
Okay. What's the correct answer?
Mathematisch Annalen.
What language is that?
I barely said it, Nick.
I can tell, and your
I mean, like,
pronunciation was very
I'm
poor.
on this is the end of the bottle of soju, Nick. So
Oh, good.
Jeff says the pages are numbered,
I hope so.
and so is the minutes of the show, Jeff, because we're almost done, Nick, and we are ready for your final joke of the week.
So, I don't actually have a joke, but I have something to spark a little bit of debate, though, that I would like to get your take.
Okay.
A creamsicle, so what you had earlier to eat, is it correct to classify a creamsicle as a popsicle or an ice cream bar?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because no. Because a popsicle and a creamsicle are not the same.
Right, I agree with that. So, do you classify a creamsicle as an ice cream bar as its classification, or
Oh, no,
what's
no,
your
no,
thought on
no,
this?
no.
Okay.
Because there's there's a brand like Popsicle is actually the brand name of a company, right? Like
Yes.
there's a brand called Popsicle. And that brand
Right.
name Popsicle actually trademarked the creamsicle name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's how it worked, Nick.
So what do you classify a creamsicle as being?
A creamsicle.
It's its own category.
It's its own category, Nick. All right.
Okay.
So
what if you had, instead of an orange covered one, what if you had like a strawberry version of it? Where would you classify
a
that?
creamsicle.
Still a creamsicle.
A creamsicle,
Would you have to
Nick.
call it something different? But would you have to
no,
call
no,
it
no.
a strawberry?
So what is your
creamsicle to know it's
final joke of the
different?
week, Nick?
No, that was in
the
place of my joke.
audience-
I have no jokes.
The audience
No.
is asking.
I have no. That was in place of my joke.
Oh
this
no,
time.
Nick! Like the audience demands it. There will be angry
Nope.
mobs in the.
That's fine.
You're ready for the angry mobs and the angry emails?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? Okay, Nick.
Yes.
So I had a joke for you because I thought that you might say that
Okay.
you didn't have a joke.
Okay, that's fine.
Why did the math book look sad? Well, Nick, we'll have to hear your answer next week.
Okay.
See you next week, everyone. The struggle is real. It's nice seeing you too, Mr. Stan 741 and Jeff and Mike Pemberton, who doesn't speak gibberish. Jeff says he might tune in again, Nick.
Okay.
The struggle is real.
It always is.
Yeah. I mean, like, all I can
Yeah, I'm
say
about to
is
fade
it's
away. Cause
absolutely
every time I
true.
wake up, I feel like it's Monday. Something's
Unbelievable.
going wrong with all the chemicals up
Yep.
in
I
my
have-
brain. All of a sudden, I don't look at anything.
No one knows what's happening here except that